You know how when you go on a vacation, in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, boy, I hope everybody stays well. I hope nobody gets sick. And we can have a very restful and enjoyable time while we're away. Well, that didn't so much work out for us when we went on our camping trip last week. As you can tell by the nasal voice that I'm having, I fell victim to the summer cold, which really turned into bronchitis, and I have had a really difficult time shaking all of this sickness. And it made me realize I'm sure I'm not the only one who gets sick and has a mound of things that need to be done, but you just do not feel like doing it. So I thought it would be good for us to talk a little bit about being sick as a homemaker and some tips to help us get through those difficult days when we do not feel like picking up anything and we do not feel like washing a single dish. Hey, I'm Lori. Welcome back to Homemade Simple. I'm really glad you're here today. I hope that you are not feeling sick, but I know that chances are we are going to get sick throughout the summer months. I don't know why, but it seems like it always happens around here. We'll get a cold or two during the summer, and it is such a difficult time to be sick because it's so hot and so humid here that it just makes you feel even more miserable. But when we are sick as homemakers, it adds a whole nother layer of difficulty in keeping our home because we do not feel like getting up and doing those things that need to be done on a regular basis. So I have a few tips to try to help you get through your summer sickness without feeling overwhelmed in your home. Tip number 1 is just give yourself permission to rest. You don't have to be going at 100 miles an hour all the time. And really, that is a good way to get yourself really beat down and very weak and susceptible to even more sicknesses and illnesses. But if you give yourself permission when your body is at a weak moment to just sit down and rest, give yourself a few days to recuperate from the illness, you will find you'll feel much better in a couple of days and you will not continue to feel sicker and sicker. That's sort of what happened to me. When we were on our trip, we were working at a summer camp. And not only was it really hot during the day, but we were camping in a tent at night. So my body was in a constant state of overheated exhaustion. And it just turned this sickness into a full-blown bronchitis. And I've not been able to catch up and beat this like I normally would. And I think a big reason is because I didn't give my body the rest that it needed at the beginning. So give yourself permission to just take a breather, take a couple of days off, and you will feel much better in a few days and you will be much more able to handle all of the duties that you have in keeping your home. Secondly, it's common to say that if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. And I know that I have said that to my kids multiple times, but especially when you're sick, there is a big flaw in that argument. Just because you know that something needs to be done doesn't mean that you have the energy or the ability to apply all of your effort for that project. So if your living room is a wreck and you cannot rest in the middle of such chaos, taking a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, to pick up the majority of the mess, but leave all of the rest to another day will help you to be able to rest and recuperate without being overwhelmed mentally by all of the visual clutter that you see. So you don't have to do everything perfectly. Just get your rooms to a manageable level so that you're able to rest when you're sitting there trying to recuperate. There will be plenty of time to do it completely and thoroughly next week when you do feel a lot better. And finally, just find 2 or 3 things that need to be done every day and devote the energy that you do have to those items. Around here, those 3 items are milking our cow, doing the dishes, and making the meals. If those 3 things can get done every day, nothing catastrophic will happen. Now, if the cow does not get milked, serious issues will arise. And if the dishes don't get washed, they will explode to an unmanageable level very quickly with 6 people in the house. And also, obviously, everybody needs to eat several meals every day, but they do not have to be detailed gourmet meals. Something like salads, soups, sandwiches, something quick and easy. Even meals that the kids can do on their own will be very helpful in keeping your to-do list at a manageable level and allowing your body the rest and recuperation that it needs so that you are back to 100% and able to do all of the things very quickly. Also, don't forget to rest and hydrate your body. Those are the best ways to take care of yourself so that you can be well on your way to wellness and health very quickly. I hope that you are not sick today, and I hope that you do not get sick all summer. But chances are we're not going to be able to miss all of those germs. So whenever you do find yourself feeling sick and feeling a little bit under the weather, take some time for yourself to recuperate and heal. Take care of your body so that you will be back to normal in no time. I hope that you will leave a comment below telling me what you like to do whenever you're sick to help yourself feel better as quickly as possible. I'm so thankful that you're here today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when new content is added. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next time.